What's up, guys? Welcome back to FIU Dynasty. If you missed last episode, go ahead and check it out. We went ahead and we played 3 more games. Obviously, we ended up winning all 3. You can see we are 8-1, back to top 5 in the nation at number 4. And we have 3 more games left on the regular season. We got Virginia Tech on the road, Georgia Tech at home, and then California on the road. So we have 2 road games left. We are looking very good. We're first in the ACC, so win out should be a guaranteed spot in the ACC title game. But before we jump into this Virginia Tech game, we do have some recruiting to do. And as you can tell, we did get a few more guys. We now have signed a total of 8 players to the team. And we've signed 2 5-stars and 6 4-stars. So we're looking to add another 5-star in Jalen Long, potentially. We're getting close to Ralph Kaiser. We're getting close to some guys. But, yeah, I'll do this like I do off screen every time, and I'll update you guys on the recruiting board. All right, updates to the recruiting board. We should be getting Jalen Long. Ralph Kaiser, he does visit Tulane here in week 11. They might force a recruiting battle, but hopefully he commits before that. We are hard selling on everybody, and the people we can't, we're just throwing 50 on them. Yeah, we're throwing 50 on Kamal Corbin now. He's a 3-star gem right tackle. We're throwing 50 on some more guys. John Webb, he's a free safety. Nobody's really going after him. He's got gold robber. Figured why not? Why not go after a 4-star safety that nobody's going after? And then we are going after a 4-star running back, Joseph Fayad, contact-seeking running back. So he's a power back, 86 speed, 92 excel, 81 break tackle, 82 carrying. He's a gem. Currently, Michigan's the only school really going after him. We're tossing 35 onto Alfonso Rawls and then 15 onto Jared Newhouse. Alfonso Rawls looks all right. Figured why not try to go after another tight end. And then Jared Newhouse to hopefully be our kicker. That will probably be redshirt. He's got 88 kick power, 83 kick accuracy with deep range ability. So we're throwing 15 on him. So those are the only updates to the recruiting board. Hopefully we should be getting Jalen Long. That's a guarantee. And Ralph Kaiser's visit with Tulane is this week. So hopefully Tulane loses. But we need to win against Virginia Tech to keep our ACC title hopes alive and potential playoff hopes alive. They are 79 overall. We are 96 overall. So let's go ahead and jump into this game against Virginia Tech. All right, here we are at Lane Stadium, home of the Virginia Tech Hokies. What would win, a Hokie or a Panther? My bet is on a Panther. It would maul a Hokie. So we are coming in to Virginia Tech's home. They're playing Sandstorm. This is cool that they added this into college football. I don't think it was in last year's game. But this is pretty cool. This is why I wanted to play at Virginia Tech, just for this intro. Man, it's going to suck when we kick their ass, so celebrate it while you can. Just wait in 60 minutes, you'll be crying your way out of the stadium. Because number 4 ranked FIU is coming into the stadium. Panther would absolutely maul that stupid fucking thing. Alright, we get our first moment on defense. Facing a 3rd down and 12 from the 29. Quarterback's going to drop back. He's got all the time in the world, then it runs out. Markel Swain brings down the quarterback. Loss of 7. Yeah, we need to get pressure a little bit quicker because it's rare that your secondary holds up that long. All right, another defensive moment on this 3rd down and 6. The pass again. He's just going to loft it. He is incomplete. Great coverage by Gillikin. But all right, we got a touchdown. So it is now 7-0. Quarterback, great protection over the middle, and it's incomplete. We finally get an offensive moment. It only took us till 2 minutes left in the second quarter to get one. Here the stadium is shaking, firing over the middle. Stokes holds on. And that's the 2-minute timeout. All right, first and goal from the 6. Ibarra hands off to Olubi, who's in the end zone. Akeem Olubi, touchdown. FIU just right at the gut. I kept calling him Kevin Olubi because Kevin Bibbs. I even titled one of my videos, Kevin Bibbs Goes Off. But I changed it, so it's now correct. It's Akeem Olubi. Gets in the end zone to get us back on the board and extend our lead to 11. Now we got a 2-minute drill to do with under a minute left. Ibarra's looking. Ibarra's going to take it himself. Ibarra's going to get the first down and dive. Now first down and 10. Outside, Gillikin makes the catch here. I think we're going to go and use a timeout. Ibarra's turned 2 picks today. That's not good. It's now second down and 5. Ibarra evading the pocket. Ibarra's going to get the first down. Would have liked to block from Olubi there, but we'll take that. And we got 1 timeout left. We're looking. We have time. Fire over the middle. Barry Gillikin, first down. All right, we only got 1 yard out of that one. So that's second down and 9. Underneath, Kevin Olubi, just get the first down. We're going to call a timeout here. And we're just going to settle for the field goal here. 46-yarder. Now we get another moment. Third down and 5. We made the field goal, so it's 17-3 now. Ibarra rolls right. Ibarra's got open space. Kiki Ibarra, he's going to be gone. No hokey insight. Touchdown FIU. And now we'll extend our lead to 21 here. Great run by Ibarra. Nobody even thought that maybe he might scramble. Great blocking by Kevin Bibbs there. Don't know what number 46 was doing. Just kind of watched us run right past him in the end zone for another touchdown. And now we got another third down and 5. We have a 5-star freshman, Jalen Coleman, in the game here. But we're not going to give it to Jalen Coleman. Instead, we're going to throw a pick. Cool. Yeah, because the corner runs the route for the receiver. And I kind of just, I stared him down. That one's my fault. I don't know what I was thinking there. But it's intercepted. That's his 3rd pick. That's my 1st pick. Montrell Peters also gets another one. Yeah, they just 9 times out of 10 on those routes, the corner just runs the route for the receiver. So, but it looks like they did nothing with it because it's still 24-3. Jalen Coleman, the 5-star. We're gonna give him a shot here on the deep play, and Coleman makes the catch. Touchdown! 5-star freshman Jalen Coleman. What a play by the true freshman wideout. Not the biggest guy. We gave him the shot, and he makes the most of it. Nice little back shoulder throw. Great adjustment from Jalen Coleman. And next year, this guy could be a starting wide receiver next year. He's just been kind of in and out of the rotation, but makes the touchdown grab there to extend our lead now to 28. And Virginia Tech finally scored a touchdown, so it's 31-10, but we have the ball at the 6-yard line now. Throw the handoff here to Derek Lobato for a yard. And 3rd and goal from the 1. Handoff, Lobato. Absolutely no blocking there from our interior. And all right, looks like the CPU went for it and got the touchdown. So now it's 38-10. But Virginia Tech's looking to keep this game alive here on a 4th down and 2 handoff. And he's just going to get more than 2 yards. All right, and that will do it here We beat Virginia Tech 38-17. We did score another touchdown. Player of the game, Kiki Ibarra, 152 passes. I don't know why he's player of the game. These aren't very good stats. I mean, yeah, 3 touchdowns, but he also threw 3 picks. So, I guess they just give the player of the game to the quarterback every time. But he wins player of the game nonetheless, and we stay in ACC title hopes with this win, 38-17. Kiki Ibarra, 11 for 23, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. I threw one of those picks. The other 2 were to the CPU. Rushing-wise, Kevin Bibbs, 13 carries, 137 yards. Didn't have a touchdown. Akeem Olubi, 11 carries, 59 yards and a touchdown. Touchdown for Ibarra as well, 96 yards rushing. Touchdown for Wilbur. Every running back got touched the ball today pretty much. Receiving, Chamberlain, 4 catches, 83 yards and a touchdown. But it was the 5-star freshman, Jalen Coleman, with the other passing or receiving touchdown for 22 yards. Garrison Hill had the only sack defensively. 7 tackles from Swain led the team. We have Gibbs and Estrella with 6. TFLs, 4 for Estrella, 2 for Swain, 1 for Johnson, Rubio, Tuttle, Stevens, and Beard. Sacks for Estrella and Swain. We had no interceptions. Pass deflections, 2 for Tuttle, 1 for Gillikin, Dunn, and Swain. No forced fumbles. Kicking, span was perfect today. Punting, 2 inside the 20. There we go. And we returned 1 kick for 29 and 4 punts for 52 yards. But that will do it here at Virginia Tech. All right, and the reason why we saw Jalen Coleman is because Cole Novak pulled his groin. He will miss the rest of this regular season. He should be back for the conference title if we do end up winning out. So that's why we saw Jalen Coleman a little bit. So we'll get a little bit more of the true freshman wideout in these last 2 games of the season. And there we go. We add another 5-star. It's a 5-star running back, Jalen Long from Ashdown, Arkansas. So there we go. We have some more guys visiting this week here. And we move up to number 3 in the nation. So that's cool. But we have Jeremiah Webb visiting this week, and Jadarius Hendricks visiting this week. We don't get an update. We get locked out of Alfonso Rawls. We don't get an update on Kaiser. But there we go. Jalen Long being our 9th commit. 5-star halfback, 87 speed, 91 excel. He's got gold safety valve, bronze arm bar. Figured he's a 5-star. Why not add a 5-star to the team? Looks like Ralph Kaiser did not end up committing to Tulane, but they might force a recruiting battle for him. We have Webb visiting this week. Miami's going after him heavily. But yeah, I'll do this off screen and I'll update you guys on the recruiting board. Updates to recruiting here. We're getting close on Ralph Kaiser. I'm assuming that Tulane will force a recruiting battle with us. Jeremiah Webb is visiting this week. Hopefully we get a big victory. But if we don't, looks like Miami's just going to get him because they're putting however many points into him that they just probably have better selling points and their pipeline tier is better. Our first one is Nazir Galladay. Nobody's really going after him. Diego Saavedra is visiting week 13 by himself. Jadarius Hendricks, hopefully we get him to commit as well. But then we are throwing 50 on some other guys, hard selling on John Webb. We're throwing 50 on Keenan Winthrop. We could lose a few receivers this year, so might as well try to see if we can add at least one, and nobody's going after him, so I figured might as well. We're throwing 40 on Jared Newhouse and 30 onto Cedric Hawker, because I'd like to sign one more Mike linebacker. He's got 88 speed, figured might as well. Nobody's really going after him either, so might as well try to take full advantage of that. So we're putting 30 on him. But yeah, so recruiting's going solid. And now we will face Georgia Tech at home. This team gave us a little bit of trouble last year. They are a 76 overall. We are a 96 overall. So, yeah, let's go ahead and hope we can win this game. All right, here we are. Final home game of this season. Call it the final home game for the seniors. They call it something. But we are here. Final home game of the season. Recruits and visit against Georgia Tech. And we start with a 3rd down and 2 here. From this 16, we have Kevin Bibbs in here early, and Kevin Bibbs fumbles the ball. Let's just hope he's down. Kevin Bibbs fumbled. Oh my God, please tell me it's reversed or something. James Whipple forced the fumble. So it looks like it was a fumble, but Georgia Tech did nothing with it. So that's good, but 3rd down and 4 now. Underneath to the 5-star freshman, Jalen Coleman, who makes the catch in traffic. And we got another 3rd down here, 3rd down and 5. So a 3rd down and 5. Ibarra waits patiently underneath to Jalen Coleman. 5-star freshman who's getting more playing time today. Picks up his 2nd catch. And another 3rd down. 3rd down and 6. This time on the same drive. There's a lot of 3rd down. Quick, and it's bad at the fucking line. Jesus Christ, he was a wide open dude. He jumped before I was even thinking about throwing the ball. Jesus Christ. All right, first defensive moment here. 3rd and 7. We got the field goal, so it's 3-0. Right now, offense is not doing very well, but he's dropping back. He's pressured, throws on the run, complete opposite side of the field, and it's incomplete. All right, we got another field goal, but Georgia Tech got a touchdown, so now it's 7-6, which is awesome here. We're going to set a screen for Akeem Olubi. Picks up 9 yards. Now 2nd down and 1. Ibarra's going to scramble right up the middle. Look at Kiki Ibarra using his speed. Kiki Ibarra, big gain to the other 34 of Georgia Tech. Huge run, great block down the field. 2nd down and 10. Ibarra rolling out right, throws on the run. Barry Gillikin attempts to spin. Going to go hurry up. Okay, we're going to motion Chamberlain out here. Looking underneath, Jalen Coleman's got space. Jalen Coleman breaks the tackle. Jalen Coleman, touchdown. He's been fantastic in the action he's gotten. Breaks the tackle of the corner and takes it in the end zone for 7 before halftime. Way to go, Jalen Coleman. This guy, we might have something special at wide receiver here. Breaks the tackle. First of all, it's a great play call. Nobody opened the middle field, but Jalen Coleman did the rest, broke the tackle, and went in for 6 to give us the lead. All right, and then literally like 2 plays, Georgia Tech's already at our 20, so this is fucking sick, dude. All right, 1st and 10. Got time underneath, tackle him in bounds. There we go. Now they have to use their last timeout. Then on quick pass, Jesus Christ. And it's 1st and goal now. They have no timeouts. The clock is ticking. 2nd and goal now, facing pressure, and he is sacked. That might do it. Here in the first half, they're going to try to spike the ball, and they won't get it off. Defense stands, allows no points before heading to the locker room, and we keep our lead 13-7. So there you go. How is the stadium not completely full? But your player spotlight, Jalen Coleman, 4 targets for 4 catches, 72 yards and a touchdown. He might get himself player of the game. The way he's playing. He's also got a unibrow. And all right, Georgia Tech got it in the second half, but now we have the ball at the 5. Must have got an interception or something. But it's now 1st to go from the 5. Handoff, Kiki Ibarra. Well, Kiki Ibarra, handoff to Olubi. All right, 2nd go from the 3. Handoff, Olubi, and he just cuts it right up the middle for the touchdown. What a way to start the second half with an Akeem Olubi rushing touchdown. He's doing that dance. All right, great way to start the second half with a supposed, I'm assuming, turnover. Leads to an Akeem Olubi touchdown to extend our lead. All right, so that lead didn't last long because Georgia Tech literally went down in 2 plays and scored a touchdown. so that's cool. It's 3rd down and 3. Throwing the screen to Austin Chamberlain, who picks up the first. And it's now 3rd down and 10. From the 26, it's Jalen Coleman again, wide open, touchdown number 3 for Jalen Coleman. Oh my gosh. We might have ourselves the next big wide receiver in college football. Jalen Coleman, yeah, it was wide open. Great play call. Again, pat myself on the back, great play call. But a good throw, Jalen Coleman. This must be his breakout game. A little bit of a wobbler, but still a good pass to a wide open Jalen Coleman for the score. All right, it's 3rd down and 2. It's now nighttime. Now 3rd down and 2. Outside, Kevin Olubi. Can't make one defender miss. Jesus Christ. All right, here we are. Now we're up by 12. We got a touchdown toward Georgia Tech. Well, that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. And it's 4th and 6. They got to go for it. They're not using any of their timeouts right now. And they just false started. There we go. So now it goes from a 4th and 6 to a 4th down and 11. For Georgia Tech. Keep this game alive. Launching it towards the end zone. Gillikin swats it away. Incomplete. Turnover on downs, and that will do it here at FIU. And that will do it here at Pitbull Stadium. We pull off the victory 33-21. And now we just have one more game remaining. Player of the game is Jalen Coleman, the true freshman. 6 catches, 113 yards, and 2 touchdowns. There he goes. Finally, they gave it to somebody besides the quarterback. But yeah, great day from the true freshman, Jalen Coleman. Look at the stats. Kiki Ibarra, 17 of 26, 191 yards, 65% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns for the senior quarterback. Olubi, 19 carries, 47 yards, touchdown. Ibarra, 10 carries, 79 yards. Kevin Bibbs had 7 for 59 and a touchdown as well. Receiving Jalen Coleman, only receiver to have more than 40 yards. 6 catches, 113 yards, 2 touchdowns. Gillikin, 3 catches for 37. Chamberlain had 3 catches. Blocking, no sacks allowed. That might be the first game ever. Defensively, 10 tackles from Cameron Tuttle. The team Hugh Duck had 9. Look at the TFL numbers. 3 from Swain, 2 from Tuttle, Rubio, and Stevens, and 1 for Beard, Johnson, and Estrella, who's hurt. Hopefully that's not a long-term injury. And then we have a sack for Marco Rubio, half a sack for Estrella and Dom Stevens. Interceptions, no interceptions. Pass deflections for Dunn, Gillikin, and Tuttle. Forced fumbles for Alfonso, freshman, who came in there. The kicking today, Alex Span was perfect today. Punting, 2 touchbacks, average 45 yards per punt. But that is that. And we are now 10-1 on the season, with one more game left on the schedule. All right, and we get a commit. It's Jadarius Hendricks from Boulder, Colorado. The 4-star edge rusher commits to FIU. Yeah, we're now in a recruiting battle with Tulane for Ralph Kaiser. But we are still number 3 in the nation. And Diego Savara is visiting this week. Webb's into his top 3. Galladay's into his top 5. But, yeah, so recruiting's going pretty well. And we have a bye week this week. So this is just going to be a week of recruiting. But all right, updates to the recruiting board. I think we have a big enough lead that Ralph Kaiser should be coming to FIU. Jeremiah Webb, hopefully, probably force a recruiting battle, so we'll probably lose that to Miami. But hopefully he just commits to us. But most likely recruiting battle. Nasir Galladay, we are hard selling. We don't have very good hard sells from all athletic facilities. B+ brand exposure and only C- pro potential. I don't think that hard sell is going to be enough. Diego is visiting this week. We got 50 on everybody. Here we're also throwing 50 on Cedric Hawker now. And we're throwing 50 on Cole McTavish. Feels like might as well, we have hours to spend. Might as well try to get another 5-star linebacker here. Nobody else is really going after him, so I figured might as well. It seems like what some of these guys are like, might as well. We have the hours, might as well spend it and add some 4- and 5-star talent to the team. But that is all we have to do this week. So we'll go to next week. And we add 5-star free safety Ralph Kaiser from Paris, Texas. He picks us over Tulane. And yeah, recruiting battle with Miami. So we're going to lose out on Jeremiah Webb, another tackle. Cool. We lost on like 3 different tackles this recruiting cycle. We moved down from number 3 to number 5. Cool. Okay. So there goes Jeremiah Webb. Corbin went first. 3rd for Hawker. We get locked out of some guys that I wasn't really going after. But yeah, it's unfortunate that we're going to lose out on another 4-star gem or another gem tackle. So yeah, it's unfortunate. And we fall to number 5 in the rankings, but we are still, look at the conference standings. As long as we win this week, we have a guaranteed spot in the ACC title game. We either could be facing Duke, Pittsburgh, or Miami. Louisville's eliminated, SMU, Syracuse, Clemson, they're all eliminated. 3 losses isn't going to get you in there. So just a win today against California should get us, or is going to get us, a spot in the ACC title game. And if we lose in the ACC title game, I still think we'd make the college football playoff. So a win today should maybe lock in our playoff spot, but I wouldn't count on it. All right, updates to the recruiting board here. We're just sending the house into Nasir Galladay. But yeah, not much has changed. We are hard selling on everybody we can. And we're just throwing 50 on almost everybody. Felix Combs, figured might as well. We're only going after 1. Let's go for 2 tight ends. Get 83 speed. Figured might as well. Throw 25 onto him. But yeah, that is the only change to the recruiting board here. Don't think we should get anybody committed. So it looks like probably for a little bit we'll have just these 11 guys. But with those 11 guys, we have the number 5th ranked class. We have signed 4 5-stars, 7 4-stars. But like Georgia signed 26, Alabama have signed 23 guys. So we still have a little bit of ways to go, but we still have a top 5 class. And if we get almost all of these guys, we should be guaranteed top 5 class. Even with the transfer portal, we should get a top 5 class. So we could have back-to-back very good classes. But now we will face off against California in the final game of the week. The Golden Bears are a 77 overall. We are a 96 overall. Let's go ahead and jump into the final game of the regular season. All right, here we are in California going against the Cal Bears. Look at that. That thing looks scary as hell. I like Cal's uniforms. I like their color scheme. Gold and like navy blue. I think it's a cool combination. And I also like their stadium. So I have my compliments for Cal, but that's going to end after we kick their ass this week. But we start with our first moment being from the 12-yard line. Starting with a handoff. Jesus Christ. All right, now 3rd down and 12 here. What can we do here? All right, Barr's looking. All right, Barr's going to scramble, and he's going to get sacked. Yeah, nobody's open. Jesus Christ. Now we got to stop him on defense. 3rd and 10. Play action. Over the middle, wide open. Jesus Christ, dude. And it's now 3rd down and 11. Your defense make a stop. Quarterback. Jesus, how is he wide open? Holy shit, he's wide fucking open. Oh, because somebody got bumped. Somebody got bumped. They gotta fix this. How many times are players just getting bumped? Every time. And then somebody's just butt-ass naked open. I think that was the guy we had double brackets. And somehow we double team that guy and still scores and gets wide open. And we gotta help our defense again. Fucking sick. First and goal from the 7. Motion the fullback here. Play action. How do we not get him? And it's now 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line here. Can the defense make the play? Hand off, and he is stopped. Gain of nothing. There we go. And it appears that Cal is just going to settle for a field goal. So the defense stands here. The field goal, it is good. So, all right, defense. Good job holding them this time. All right, now we have it 1st and 10 from the 10. It's awesome. 1st and 10, hands off outside. Akeem Olubi has the speed and touchdown. Akeem Olubi on the RPO. Takes it to the house for 7. And we're going to tie it 10-10 with 10 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. And we're 10-1. So many 10s. But hopefully that results in a win. Maybe that's a sign that we're going to win by 10 points. So Akeem Olubi takes it in the end zone. Outruns the Cal defense. Touchdown, FIU. All right, now we got another defensive moment here. 3rd down and 9. On defense. Let's go D. All right. Got time, all the time in the world. Throw is way short. Swear to God, if he would have completed that, would have been pissed. And somehow Cal has the ball at the 6. How the fuck did that happen? Pressured and he's sacked. How the fuck did they just get it right back at the 6? Did we throw a fucking pick or something? Well, it's not going to go from the 17. Fires on the outside. SWAT above the ball. I guess that's a new strategy for defense. But it's now 2nd to go from the 4. Can the defense stand again? Hold them here. RPO outside. We're all over that one. And that's going to be another Cal punt. Another good stand from the defense there. 4th and goal from the 7. Kick is up. It is good. So defense holds them to another field goal. But I don't know what happened. Maybe we threw a pick or we punted it. I don't know. All right, we got a touchdown. So now we're up 17-13. But now our defense, again, has to get another stop. Quarterback's got time. Rolling right, throw on the run. Somehow, number 14 is just doing everything but tackling him. Pick up 9. All right, 2nd down and 1. Hand off to the running back. Touchdown. Hey, defense, you guys want to, I don't know, maybe not allow them to get in the fucking red zone every time? Jesus Christ. Defense also hasn't, I mean, yeah, we've held in the field goals, but they still scored 20 points in the first half against us. All right, 1st and 10. We got a 2-minute drill here. 1st and 10. Ibarra's got space. Look at Ibarra. He's got all that space. Kiki Ibarra ducks out of bounds at the Cal 48-yard line. Big run from Ibarra. Now 1st and 10. Ibarra underneath Gillikin. Gain of 3. Let's go hurry up here. 2nd down and 7. Underneath again. Jalen Coleman for the 1st. 2nd down goal. Underneath, Austin Chamberlain's got space. Austin Chamberlain, spin move! Chamberlain put them in a blender. Touchdown FIU. Sorry if I'm yelling into the mic. I gotta be conscientious because sometimes I just breathe right into the mic. But touchdown, Austin Chamberlain on the little drag route, spins around and gets in the end zone for 6. My cat is stalking me right now. She was probably excited because we just scored. 2-minute drill. Look at this. Running. Oh, I'm just going to get tackled. Nope. Number 25, number 3 in the spin cycle for the score. All right, looks like we scored again. So it's 31-20 now. 3rd and 1 from the 45 here. Hand it off to Kevin Bibbs, who's got space. 1st down, Kevin Bibbs. And it's now 3rd down and 4. What can we do? Blitz on the right side. Ibarra's going to scramble right up the gut. Ibarra's got space. Ibarra's going to slide down at the 5. Big rush by Kiki Ibarra. Gets us within striking distance. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Lobato in the game. Hands off Lobato, and he gets in the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. There we go. There we go. Offense is starting to show up in this 3rd quarter. All right, defense. We need to play better football. Great blocking. Easy touchdown for Derek Lobato. Sends our lead to 18. All right, and then we jump to the 4th quarter where it's still 38-20. Now we have the ball. 3rd down and 5. Underneath pass, Barry Gillikin. Easy catch, easy first down. All right, first down from the 14. Handoff, Kevin Bibbs right up the middle. Kevin Bibbs powers into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. We're starting to give it to Cal now. Now we are going to be up by 25 with this extra point. Defense has shut Cal out so far this second half. There we go. There we go. This is what should have been happening. We're more of a second half type of team. Touchdown, Kevin Bibbs. And it's 4th and 2. Cal's got to go for this down 25. From their own 33. We're going to motion, fake jet sweep, handoff, and we are all over that. Stop short. And it's 3rd down and 7 now. From the 31, RPO slant to Gillikin, who makes the catch and picks up the first down. And it's now 3rd down and 7. BT Sue Wells in the game. 3rd down and 7. Ibarra is going to roll right. Ibarra is going to run. Ibarra shakes off a defender. Tries to get in. Would have liked the block there from Coleman. But Ibarra picks up the first. 2nd goal from the 1. Hands off Bibbs. And he gets in the end zone once again for the score. And that gives us the half a century mark with that touchdown. 51. Yeah, now this game is starting to look how it should have been. Touchdown, Kevin Bibbs. And we have another chance to score here, as we have it at the 4-yard line now. Stretch right side. Lobato takes it outside. Touchdown. Now we're just running up the score over Cal. And that will give us 59 points. Touchdown, Derek Lobato. Easy score. And yeah, this game is... Now, I think now the game is over. Cal did score a touchdown, but it didn't matter at all. We won 59-27. Yeah, we scored 20 in that 2nd quarter, then 21 in that 4th quarter. Your player of the game, Austin Chamberlain, 6 catches, 139 yards, and 3 touchdowns for the junior wideout. Gets us another win in the winning column. Gives us 11 wins now on the season. And locks in our spot in the ACC title game. And there we go. Great performance by the offense in the second half. Defense played a lot better in the second half. Look at Ibarra, 18 of 30, 293 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Again, I'm like hardly throwing any. I threw 1 pick with Ibarra, and he threw. So don't blame those on me. He threw 2 picks. Rushing, Kevin Bibbs, 13 carries, 68 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ibarra, 9 for 73. Olubi had a touchdown, but Derek Lobato had 2. We had 5 rushing touchdowns today. Receiving, Barry Gillikin actually had 7 catches, the most, for 104 yards. But it was Austin Chamberlain, 6 catches, 139 yards, and 3 touchdowns there for him. Blocking, sack allowed from Eric Mayo. Defensively, 11 tackles from Hugh Duck led the team. 3 TFLs for Estrella, 2 for Swain and Duck, 1 for Beard, Dunn, and Rubio. Sacks for Rubio, Duck, and Estrella. Interceptions, 2 for Tremaine Gillikin. Sophomore corner, pass deflections for Centeno and Lyle Beard. No forced fumbles. Kicking, Alex Span was perfect today. Punting, Averill had a punt inside the 20 and averaged 45.6 yards per punt. And those are your kick and punt return stats. But a big win locks us in ACC title championship game. All right, updates to recruiting here. Diego Saavedra is into his top 3. Same thing with John Webb. We see Vi Wick, Brady Elkins, Joseph Fayad, and Keenan Winthrop and Cole McTavish all move into their top 5. We are first for all of these guys. We get locked out a few guys, but that is fine. And we finished the regular season 11-1, and we'll be facing number 4 Duke in the ACC championship game. We're back in the ACC title game. We missed it last year and the college football playoffs, but this year we do make it, so that is awesome. But now these next few weeks are just going to be weeks of recruiting. So I'll do this off screen, and I'll update you guys on the recruiting board. All right, updates to the recruiting board here. We're going 50 on everybody that we're going after. Nasir Galladay, our cells aren't good. And our it's in the house. I don't think it's going to be enough to get him, but we're going to keep going in him. Diego, we should be getting. Kai Wick, kind of the same thing. Don't have very good sales for him. Just throwing 50 on him. Braden Elkins, we are hard selling on him. Kamal Corbin. John Webb, we should also be getting. Joseph Fayad. We're hard selling on. Keenan Winthrop. We're hard selling on everybody that we can, and sending the house on the people that make sense. But yeah, we should hopefully be adding John Webb and Diego, which will give us 13 guys now on the board here. And I was correct. We do get Diego Saavedra from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 4-star gem free safety. And we add another free safety, John Webb from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, another 4-star safety there. We're also first for Kamal, Hawker, and Newhouse. Yeah, we're still sticking at number 5, but that gives us now 13 players in our recruiting class. But the conference championship, we'll save that for next episode, and we'll save the college football playoff for next episode. I think if we lose, we still should make it. Actually, we'll take a look at the CFP bracket right now. Currently, we are projected. We're the best team in the first. We're projected to be the 5 seed. If we win, we should get that first round bye. So we do want to win this one, but I think a loss doesn't kick us out. It shouldn't kick us out. That would be kind of stupid if it kicks us out and keeps like Arizona State in here or some shit. But I guess if they're the best team in the Big 12, but I don't know. But also, it doesn't have the automatic group of 4 qualifier in here. I don't know. But yep. But we'll see if we end up winning the conference title game and if we end up going to the college football playoff. But that will be for our next episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Very good episode. We got commits. We won the rest of their games, and now we're back in the ACC title game. But I'll see you guys next time on Jets Franchise. Peace.